Hello there, everyone, VC and beyond. It's your boy Jeff again. Um, I know I've got a couple of different series going apparently on my channel now. I've got the Spin Zone, of course, the 78 Cavalcade, and now I've got the Flip Zone because I've become re-obsessed with Stephen King again. So that's probably going to be a recurring thing on this channel. Hopefully you guys will like it. I just watched Beth's video that she made about her Stephen King collection. So thanks for making that, Beth. I appreciate it. You've got quite the collection yourself. And you've got several that I need, especially those early books. I need Carrie, The Shining, Firestarter, and Christine. I think those are among like his earliest books that I don't have in hardback. So those are the ones that I'm kind of on the lookout for the most. But to you, Beth, I answered your video with a comment, but in case you haven't seen it yet, I have my copy of Salem's Lot that I had before I got the first edition copy, and it's a very nice hardback. You know, obviously it's not an original printing, but it's in very nice shape. And if you want it, I can easily send it to you. I think I still have your address. I think I still have your email with your address on it. So if you're interested in that, put a comment down below or in the comment I made in your video. I'm always happy to spread the love of Stephen King, especially Salem's Lot. So once again, I went to another half price today, looked for it for you, Beth. Didn't have any copies this time. So sorry about that. But I can give you Salem's Lot if you want it. And anyway, I went to the half price and I found 5 more King books. I'm filling in the gaps rapidly here. So a couple of these are rebuys. These are books that I used to own but I got rid of and ended up reacquiring them just for the sake of completeness, to have a complete collection. And this first one here I used to own, but I don't know what happened to this copy. I think it got destroyed because it's just a slim little softcover book called Cycle of the Werewolf. This was made into the movie Silver Bullet, if you recall that great 80s cheesy werewolf movie. And it's illustrated by the great Bernie Wrightson, who, here, I'll show you one of the illustrations here in case any of you have never seen it. Fantastic artist, and I have his illustrated Frankenstein, which is fantastic. It's even better than this. So if you're a fan of Bernie Wrightson's art, and of course Stephen King, this is a must-have for your bookshelf. Like I said, I used to have it. Don't know what happened to it. I may have loaned it out to somebody and never got it back, or it may have just kind of fallen apart but this is a very nice copy that I found. This is almost like a brand new copy. So very happy to have this one back. Then this is another book that I ended up buying the cover, the paperback instead of the hardback. Dolores Claiborne. Very good book. I remember reading this way back in the day, so to speak. And this is just to replace the paperback. So very glad to get that. Probably one of my least favorite King books of all time that I got rid of and I bought it back just to have it. It's The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon. Not a fan of this book at all. And watching the horror show video series that they do on Stephen King, I watched the video that ranked his 90s novels, and this was in among that. Of course, this came out in 1999. That guy didn't care for this book either. Apparently this was supposed to be like a young adult novel that King was writing, but for whatever reason the publisher tried to make some changes on it, I guess, and King refused, so it ended up being published just as a regular novel of his. Pretty short novel. I mean, it's only a couple hundred pages. This is practically it's only 224 pages. That's practically short story territory for King. But I didn't really care for this one, so this is just going to be a shelf filler here copy. And same with this one. Used to have it, got rid of it, bought it back. The Last Dark Tower book, number 7. You've heard me rant about this already. It's a big one. It's a thick hardcover. It's very heavy. This one's also illustrated too. The illustrations are very nice, but the story left me cold. This was the book that broke me from Stephen King for several years. So, all right, I won't rant about the Dark Tower anymore. I'm trying to keep this video quick. And last but not least, I got Doomakey. This was a book that must have come out during the time period when I was sworn off King. So this was one of the few of his that I hadn't read at all. So there were several copies of this there, so I just picked the nicest one. I have no idea what this story's about, but I'll let you know down the road sometime, and I'll definitely read this. What I'm thinking of doing is alternating between rereading stuff that I know I liked, or books that I enjoyed in the past, like Salem's Lot, and alternating it with books that I either have never read before or never finished. Hence me rereading it, because I never finished it. So, and it's been so long, I started from the beginning. So I'm closing in on page 400 on that book. I think I only have like 700 more to go. So that's kind of going to be a semi-continuing series, I think, on my channel. Yeah, I just decided to go whole hog and get an entire hardback collection of King where I can. I don't think Cycle of the Werewolf is available in hardcover. Not that I know of in a mass market edition, so that's the reason why I got that. That's the only edition available, as far as I know. So, and I've rearranged the bookshelves downstairs that hold all these King books. And once I get a complete collection, I'll do a video showcasing the entire set and talk about that then too. So I hope we have a lot of King fans out there, because that's what I'm going to be talking about. Other thing I'm going to be talking about briefly, I know, Beth, you were wondering about the book covers that I talked about. This is what they look like. They're just a piece of Mylar on one side, and then you've got, this is acid-free paper on the inside, and you slip the dust jacket in between these two, and this edge here is perforated, so you can fold it to fit the exact height of your book, and then you fold this plastic flap out over, and I put a few pieces of tape down to hold it, and then I put it back on the book. These are made by Brodart, Brodart. You can find them on Amazon. I think a 10-pack of these are like $11. These are Brodart Just to Fold book covers. I think they're called Just to Fold 3 book covers. And you'll know they're by the perforations here. They'll say if they have perforations on the last like inch of the paper. I used to use these for my Marvel Masterworks. I put them in all my Marvel Masterworks. And I used to buy them 10 at a time. And of course my dog is in here and she's clicking her nails around. That's wonderful. But I made a mistake once when I ordered them. I used to order them, 10 packs. But I ended up accidentally ordering 100-pack. So I've got tons of extras left over. So that's one of the reasons why I'm trying to use them up and protect some of the dust jackets on these books, because I covered a couple of them this afternoon, and like the Tommyknockers dust jacket, it's got the gold lettering of King's name, and already you can see like the gold is like blotching off, and it's like there's like black spots that are popping out on it, like the gold is wearing away. And that book has sat on a shelf for 30 years. It was read once by me, and it sat on a shelf the entire time. Not counting moves, different places that I moved to, and I brought it with me. It's not like it was beat up or loaned out or anything. The book itself is in brand new condition, but for some reason that cover is just wearing out. Same with my copy Eyes of the Dragon. I've got the spine on that is faded. You can tell that from the front to the spine, it's faded. And that's another one that just sat on the shelf after I read it in 1987. I'm going to reread that one too. Going to be reading a lot of King. So, yeah. So those book covers are pretty easy to find on Amazon. That would probably be the easiest route. I mean, you can always Google them and see if you could find them somewhere else, but a 10-pack for $11 is probably not going to get any better price than that, I would think. So that's the deal with those. I just wanted to let you know about that, Beth, and anyone else who's interested in plastic book covers to protect their dust jackets for any kind of book. So let me know about Salem's Lot if you want it, Beth, and I can send it out to you next week. Okay, that's going to be it for now. The King quest continues, and having fun with this. So thanks for indulging me. Thanks for watching. Peace. Happy Labor Day, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the long weekend. I'll be working, but that's okay. It's all good. All right. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.